Yeah.
Go live, my gentlemen, and okay, let's count it down again here. Five, four, and it's time once again to go back to the realm of all elite wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. And this time on the docket, we have Revolution.
Yes, an
This
actual pay-per-view of pro wrestling. Who would have thunk it?
this Sunday, actually, from good old Greensboro, North Carolina. The big thing off this pay per view is, well, Sting's last match. Boy, we're going to get to that one when we get to that one. I assure you, boys and girls, here. It's actually going to be AEW's first pay per view in North Carolina. Final match of Sting's damn near 40-year career. And in the
36 and a half years.
and in the same venue where he faced Flair at a Clash of the Champions 1 in March of 1988, which was considered to be the match that established Sting as a top pro wrestler in the industry.
Coffee, big show.
Jesse, knock it off. He will not even be joining us, by the way, but I, of course, will. Coffee Lover 239. And back with us, basically, is Orange Cassidy's personal hype man, Heavy.
Hello, guys. It's good to be back. What a show to return to, predicting Sting's last match.
I know, right? And with us, our resident gamer, or one of, I should say, the Elite Cleat, Aiden.
So,
And our resident jokester, Quijam.
I am not a jokester. I am a humorist, okay? Get it straight.
Hey,
By the way,
what's the
greetings and
difference?
salutations. Greetings and salutations to all you lonely, lonely people, much like us who are listening to this podcast right now. But anyway, let's go on.
Yeah. Sheepster and Jesse won't be joining us, but they did give us our predictions, so I will read them out, as I usually do. And without further ado, let us start with, well, the big one, if you will. Let's go.
Big one.
Yeah. It's Sting and Darby Allin versus the Young Bucks in a tornado tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. And this will be Sting's retirement match. So, after Sting and Darby Allin's victory at Dynamite Homecoming on January 10th, and with Revolution quickly approaching, Tony Schiavone asked Sting who his final opponent would be. Before Sting could answer, the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, interrupted in their first appearance since Full Gear in November of 2023. The two teams subsequently stared each other down, with the commentators implying that the Young Bucks wanted to challenge Sting and Allen for Sting's final match. The following week, the Young Bucks, now preferring to be called Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, said they would be taking their roles as AEW Executive Vice Presidents more seriously.
coffee is a small weed.
Jesse, could you... Okay, Jesse, if you're going to keep doing this... Somebody keep him in check, please. He's really starting to irk me like that.
I'm not an admin, that you are.
Hey, he still needs to be... Whatever. Okay, so they said they would be taking the roles as EVPs more seriously, and said that while they respected Sting, it was time to say goodbye. Later, Allen recapped that he and Sting were undefeated as a tag team and declared they would end their story together as AEW Tag Team Champions. They subsequently won the title on February 7th episode, but after the match they were brutally attacked by the Young Bucks. After the Bucks' tag team victory the following week, they subsequently became number one ranked tag team. Oh yeah, the rankings are back, but whatever. As they were about to attack Schiavone post-match, Allen made
Siobhan, get it right.
Whatever. Allen made the save.
Siobhan.
Sting was absent due to the previous week's attack. Allen criticized Matthew and Nicholas, stating they no longer cared about the original goal of AEW and only cared about themselves. Allen then accepted that he and Sting would defend the AEW World Tag Team Championship against the Young Bucks, which was scheduled as a Tornado Tag Team match at Revolution. So you know all sorts of stuff, man. You know all sorts of stuff. I mean, what more can I really say? Sting's gonna go out with a bang, especially with this being a tornado tag match. But whether he retires as a champion or not, well, we'll see what the panel here thinks. Heaty, you're up first.
Well, I can't believe it. It's a 30-year plus career coming to an end. And what a career it's been to go from WCW to TNA, done a brief stint in WWE, and now in AEW. He's gone around the world in all the big promotions, and now he ends in the tag team match with his, self-proclaimed best tag team partner in Darby Allin against the Young Bucks, who have been putting in a phenomenal shift as a heel pairing the last month or so. It's been a good character rejuvenation. I know when people heard that Young Bucks were going to be Sting's last opponent, people kind of batted deny that, and they were confused why they given Sting's last match to the Young Bucks. But Sting requested it, so you know they're going to create magic.
Yes.
And Sting's going to go all out. Last Dynamite, they did the spot with the rafters, which according to news outlets, Tony Khan asked Martha Hart for permission because obviously Owen Hart tragically passed away due to a similar incident involving the rafter and being lowered down. So that's very classy by TK. So they are pulling out all the stops for Sting.
I heard about that.
Yeah, so I'm not sure who wins here. All I know is it's going to be a match that makes you want to save the tape, as Sting would put it. I feel like Sting's a traditional wrestler here.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right? Yeah, so I feel like Sting's sort of that traditional wrestler, and the old adage, you go out on your back. So I think it's going to be Young Bucks taking this one, and Sting will get a nice standing ovation to end the night.
Nice.
But he will lose.
I see. Aiden, what about you?
Kind of feeling the Young Bucks as well.
I see. All right, Quiet Jam.
Like I said, this is a 36-and-a-half-year career. He beat Undertaker by at least 4 years, at least based off year of debut. So he is the longest tenured wrestler next to Ric Flair to be calling it a day, at least on his own terms. Because let's be honest, the last place he went, he flourished in TNA during the 2010s. He went back to WWE just on a lark, and all the best they could give him was a Mania mid-card match with Mr. Levesque. It was the best they could do, and they gave him a Sergeant. And they gave him a Sergeant Pepper's jacket to make it even worse.
Oof.
Didn't even induct him in the WWE Best Friends of VKM Super Happy Joyous Club. But when he came to AEW 3 years ago, I saw him. I was like, okay, this might actually work for him, and he might get the respect here. And I have no reservations in saying of all the legends that they got, from Jake Roberts to Arn Anderson to Mark Henry to Paul White, Big Show, to Schiavone, to JR, to all of the legends that have come, even Bret Hart. Bret Hart only made one appearance, and that was to show off the AEW World Heavyweight title for the first time. Very awkwardly, I may say.
Yep.
But I would dare say that Sting has had the greatest run, even counting his time coming up in the ranks of the territories, and then NWA, and then World Class, and then the rest is history in WCW. I would dare say that they have never. Sting is the only thing, I do mean the only thing creatively by the Bucks, Kenny Omega, Hangman, and Tony Khan once he took over creatively. This has been the only thing they've gotten perfectly right, other than Brody Lee. He's the only thing they've gotten right. And they treated him like an absolute crown jewel. I hate to use that term, but he's been the crown jewel of AEW. And this, if anybody needs a point of reference to how you treat a legend and portray them in your promotion, even if you're new or even if you're old, take the example here. Because Sting is finally getting to do things on his own terms, which he never got to do until now, which is a great disservice to a man who is the literal GOAT of them all, next to Ric Flair. I think I'm going to agree with the consensus here. I think the Bucks are going to save face here, have a heck of a match with a heck of amount of shenanigans, and I think they're going to get the tag titles back, and then whoever goes running after them is going to be running after the boss. And I hate to use that terminology too. A little bit of a Mercedes money reference there. So I think the Bucks are going to take the tag titles back. And Sting is going to be able to retire, and I guarantee you there will not be one dry eye in that arena. Not one dry eye. And that old commentator who did commentary for Greensboro? I think he's going to be there doing color commentary. Everyone's going to be crying. It's going to be amazing. And so I think the Bucks are going to take it.
Well, I have to. Well, before I get to my pick, I will read their picks. Sheepster says the Bucks of Youth. Jesse's the only one out for Sting and Darby. Me personally, I'm gonna go with the Bucks on this one. It just makes sense for me to see them go out. And it's like I said, it's the tried true tradition that Sting has done. You go out on your back, and quite frankly, I think this is really gonna get the Bucks some heel heat. Really play into this new heel act they've been doing, basically.
It's their soft core. It's a soft core McMahon. That's all it is. It's soft core McMahon. The difference is, after that first week, they dropped the mustaches. They went full goatee after that first week. Once the severity of what was about to be in this lawsuit, they went straight goatees.
And on that note, let's get to the next match. Ooh, well, what have we got here? Orange Cassidy versus Roderick Strong for the AEW International Championship. Oh boy. At World's End on December 30th, 2023, Adam Cole was revealed to be the man in the devil mask that had been targeting MJF over the prior few months. The Devil's Mask men were also revealed to be Roderick Strong, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, and Wardlow. On the following episode of Dynamite, the group dubbed themselves the Undisputed Kingdom and laid out their goals, which included Strong capturing the AEW International Championship. 2 weeks later, Strong, Bennett, and Taven confronted International Champion Orange Cassidy after his match. Cassidy offered to immediately defend the title against Strong, who denied and proposed that the match take place at Revolution, which was later made official. I don't think there's much else to say, or maybe I'm just eager because, oh, hype man, I know it's been a while since we've done this, but if you've got it.
I mean, yeah, let's go for it.
Alright.
So, Roderick Strong, I may get a bit, it's not going to be as PG for you, because it's on the fly.
That's fine.
Roderick, he may be going for that international championship, and he's not an international champion himself. The international champion himself is Mr. Worldwide himself. And I'm not talking about people, I'm talking about a man with a 10-inch cock that can go up my foot. I'm talking about a man who can shove a pinky up my butt and make me his slut. I'm talking about the man who can just do anything he wants to me. Tie me up, put me in a noose, finger myself until out my butt comes loose.
Somebody put me back in the washing machine, please.
Shut up, Quiet Jam. Let him cook.
Let me cook some jambalaya. If it's him who's cooking it, I'm going to call it jambalaya, because if I eat it, I'm going to come for his cooking, because he cooks every single time he performs. He makes me want to jizz inside my pants and then eat my own pants. That's how good he is. I'm like Bart Simpson. Eat my shorts. I'll eat his shorts and his dick all up in one. It is Orange Cassidy, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway.
I think you just make coffee into a dormitory girl after that.
Trust me, this is happening more often than you realize. Dude, you still fucking got it after all these years. Dude, I freaking love it, man. But who's your
well, I'm sure he loves it. Quotation fingers.
Hey, who's your pick?
I think it's pretty cut and fine who wins here. But I need to say, I think before the night is done, we are going to realise how good of a competitor Roderick Strong is. I think he's been caught up in his whole comedy thing, his whole like Adam gimmick, but he is one hell of a wrestler. So maybe the man with the biggest cock in the West, maybe he helps out Roderick Strong realise his potential. So I'm not going to go with Roderick Strong. I'm going to go with cock hard Orange Cassidy.
Wow. Okay, Aiden, it's your turn. Oh, Aiden.
Aiden.
Hello, buddy boy. Yoo-hoo. Alright. You want to take the floor for now, Quiet Jam?
Well, much like the state of Florida, they're known for oranges, but now the oranges are coming from Brazil, so you do the connected dots and the sexual semantics on that one. I swear, he's gone. I'm going to rule against that, because the second reign of OC as international champion was basically forced upon us. It was not really planned. because the last guy got it was injured.
Yep.
So they had to put it back on OC to keep it fresh. And the second title reign, let's be completely honest, has not been as great as it could be. It was basically forced upon OC, and he just went, okay. And Roderick Strong, I want some reasoning for dissension or for Adam Cole to have another temptation once he becomes healthy, instead of just MJF and the world title. So I want Roderick Strong to win this thing because he is earned a title reign here. And I think this is the perfect moment to have him. I mean, the Undisputed Era already has gold. They have the Ring of Honor Tag Championships. So why not complement it with Roderick Strong as international champion and have Roderick go around doing open challenges, much like a la Adam Copeland, the Cope Open, and have him put everybody through the motions and have them become better in the process of wrestling the brilliance that is Roderick Strong. So I say Roderick Strong as new international champion. As much as I respect OC, I think Roderick Strong definitely needs a title reign here. It's the perfect moment.
All right, let's see. Since Aiden's out for now, let's see. Sheepster says Roderick Strong. Jesse says Roddy. I'm going with Roddy on this one here. I mean, he just explained it himself, so... And
Yes.
I'm too exhausted from the hype man cooking, so let's just get to the next match.
I think it's percolating, not cooking.
And I just realized here, this one is not the same as that there, picture-wise, but whatever here.
Oh, Sheepster finally made it.
Oh, what are you? I thought you said you were going to be offline.
Yeah, sucks when you have to argue with your parents about the smallest shit.
Well, now what here?
Oh, man.
Where are you guys? Whatever.
We are now on Hangman Page versus Samoa Joe and Swerve Strickland. Well, shit,
Yes.
I guess I don't need to read the rest of your predictions out here. The panel's just gonna have to wait. Still
Yeah,
gonna,
the panel. Yeah, the
Still
panels
gonna
on the side of the station wagon are starting to get very, very shaky.
Still gotta read Jesse's out,
Shut up.
though, but that's besides...
Hey!
Hey, everybody, please. We are doing good so far. Now let's not... Okay, let's just keep on track. Okay, Samoa Joe versus Hangman Page versus Swerve Strickland in a three-way match, the AEW World Championship. In September 2023, Swerve Strickland and Hangman Page entered into a feud which saw Strickland gain victories over Page in a singles match at Wrestle Dream in October and in a Texas Death Match at Full Gear in November, both of which were excellent. After Samoa Joe won the AEW World Championship at World's End on December 30th, he appeared at Dynamite Homecoming on January 10th, 2024. Strickland and Page were among those who confronted Joe and laid claim to the title. After Strickland and Page went undefeated through January and were placed first and second in the title contendership rankings, a match between the two was scheduled for the February 7th episode of Dynamite to determine who would challenge Joe at Revolution. Their match went to a 30-minute time limit draw, and as a result, both men were declared number one contenders, with Joe in turn scheduled to defend the AEW World Championship against both in a three-way match. The possibilities here are endless. There's two ways I see this going here, but either it goes to Joe still, because Sting's retirement match will be the big headlining thing and overshadow anything else, assuming Ospreay and Takeshita don't steal the show, but that's going to be impossible. They probably still will.
It's gonna be a fucking barn burner.
Yeah, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Or Swerve that they say, fuck it, change at least one title, but oh wait, we already established there's going to sort of probably be in the last one, but that one's kind of the freebie, I digress. Anyways, and Swerve wins it. Let's just run through everyone. So, Heathy, who you got?
I mean, you know, I like a big black man in my life, and Hangman and Page.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
No,
so
don't
Hangman
worry.
and
I don't. I know.
Quad
you're
Jam,
going with
no.
Page.
Quad Jam, don't.
Hey,
No. Okay.
hey,
I'm
you
no, I'm
really
cutting
don't
you off.
want
I don't
him
want to
to...
hear it.
You know what? He's probably going to when we get to it, but you're next, Sheepster.
Swerve Strickland, obviously. I mean, duh.
And now Jam has the floor.
In honor of that comment from Heathy, I'm going to do it in the voice of Tyvon.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, hell,
All right.
All right, here we go. Ready?
You know what? Whatever.
Hey,
Fine.
how's it going, everybody? I'm exactly 25 feet away of the sexy away from the mic. I'm gonna do the pig fool of my boy Quajam here about the upcoming triple threat match between my swervy bitch Strickland
bad.
versus
Let him
Hangman. Give me a second chance for a second chance for a second chance page, and my big old Samoan man who look like Tonga on the side of an island. I'm talking about Samoa
It's
Joe.
so bad.
And what I think was gonna happen here. Can I finish? Thank you.
I'm trying.
So what I'm gonna think's gonna happen here is we gonna have a lot of ringside shenanigans. I'm talking like people throwing chairs, people throwing tables, halogen light bulbs splashing around over the place. I think we're gonna have our first African American AEW World Heavyweight Champion in my base. Swervy windshield wiper arms, knee bones, all kinds of. Swerve Strickland is gonna be the first African American AEW World Heavyweight Champion here at this lovely mess of pay-per-view. And now I'll turn it back over to Quajam.
Okay, did he finish? Okay.
Yes. Anyway.
Okay.
That's
That's so
Cleveland Brown mixed
bad.
Dusty Rhodes.
Oh,
Hmm?
yeah, that was more
That
of a
sounded like
Dusty
Cleveland
Rhodes,
Brown
dude.
mixed, yeah, with Cleveland
Right.
Brown in there too.
Anyway,
Yeah, that was more of a Black Dusty Rhodes.
just let
No, Dusty
Oh
Rhodes
my
is like
God.
this. I tell you, baby, I see these gentlemen, I see everything they done in their career, baby. So I say, give it to Swervy and Mr. turning the steering wheel the wrong way in a 4-way lane. Give it to Swerve Strickland, baby, and that's how you do it.
Hey.
Now that's Dusty.
All right, we get it. Okay. Now Jesse.
Oh, I get it. Have you heard my voice?
Now Jesse. Oh great. He just. Hopefully he'll be back in a
He
moment.
He just
left.
dropped.
He
his-
dropped out.
Yeah,
Wait,
he's internet dropped harder
he's
than
back
Chiefster
on now.
after a bag of
There he
tortillas
is.
gets
He's
rolled.
back. Okay, guys.
He's
enough
back
now.
now.
Let's see. Jesse says Samoa Joe. You know what? If you have to change one major title, just one, completely disregarding Sting's retirement match, overshadowing any other title changes or whatever. Fuck it, swerve. And if not here, it'll probably happen at Double or Nothing if I had to take a guess. So, yeah, not much more to say there. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Hey, knock that off.
Hey,
All of you, or the two of you.
What did I do?
The three of us.
Just the three of us.
Okay, that's enough. Look, Timeless Tony Storm versus Deonna Purrazzo for the AEW Women's World Championship. On the January 3rd episode, former TNA wrestler Deonna Purrazzo confronted Timeless Tony Storm's associate Mariah May and officially announced she was signed to AEW. Purrazzo then made her intentions clear that she was going after Storm's AEW Women's World Championship. Purrazzo then quickly moved up the rankings to become the #1 contender to face Storm for the championship at Revolution. So these two actually have... Oh, God. Don't you start. Hey, do not start with the GIF. Do not start with that. I'm dead serious, by the way. You know, every time you clog it up, I can't read
I didn't do anything.
I'm talking to Sheepster.
No, it was me.
You know,
Okay,
every time
good.
you spam the chat with GIFs here, it buries Jesse's predictions and any other predictions that have to be read.
What doesn't bury it?
Yeah, it does, because I have to scroll up now to read in here, and that's kind
No, just treat it like the flights, the departures, and the arrivals in an airport. It's not that hard.
That's not how that works, Quijam.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay, sorry.
Exactly. So stop it already. And that goes double for both of you. Both of you nuts. I got Beavis and Butthead here. Okay, where was
No,
I?
Beavis and Butthead and Heathy.
That's not how that... You know what? Never mind. Look, okay, yeah, these two have quite a bit of history together, actually. So there's actually a bit more going into this than I expected. Oh, damn you. You know what? At this point,
It's not even a chair joke.
Yeah, at this point, I should just friggin' forbid GIFs from being spammed in here unless they're related proper here.
I'm not
being
spamming.
Well, it's burying the message.
You want me to spam?
No,
Because
no,
I
no, no,
can.
no. You do that, and you're out, okay?
I never said where. We have a spam section, my guy.
Yeah, because you asked the blue and voila, whatever. Okay, look, yeah, these two have history. Yeah. There's a lot more going into this. This actually probably feels like it's had the most story in some time for any women's match in AEW. Like, any at this point. And there's nothing more I can say, so you're up, Heathie.
I mean, the main thing is with this story, you know there was a spike in viewership when they showed their ankles because a lot of people have a foot fetish, and even though it's disgusting, people like that. So,
Yeah, I like seeing more
Yeah.
corn on a foot than a cob. You know what I'm saying? But please continue.
Okay. Quadjam,
I like-
shut the hell
Hey,
up.
can you please
Before I kick you from our server, you bitch
kick
ass
you?
motherfucker.
Hey, we're not
Golly.
there.
Go,
This is-
Heathy. Go.
So this match, a lot of people saying it won't be that interesting, but compared to other matches on the card, I can understand. But it's going to be a great match in of itself. I'll need to look up how long Tony Storms has held the title. She's had a few stints with it now, so it's got to be getting up there in terms of cumulative reigns.
Let's see here. I can look real quick right now.
Sure.
Here he goes.
Right now, her current reign. This is her third reign. If you would just stop joking over every damn thing.
372 days. Oh no, that's right. That was
No, it's
102
104
days, sorry.
days for this current reign. 246
103
days across 3 days. Or
Yeah,
3
so it's a
reigns for
third of a
Tony Storm.
Roman Reigns. Okay, I get it right. Third of a Roman Reigns.
So I mean, I think she's got a lot more left in the tank. And you know they're gonna be wanting, whenever Jamie Hayter comes back, they're gonna be wanting her to go right for that title. And that rematch with Toni Storm, I feel like, is a big money match. So I'm gonna go with Jamie Hayter and shout out to Velveteen Dream.
Jamie Hayter? What?
Jamie Hayter. She's not even here.
No, Freudian slip. I'm picking Toni Storm.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Well,
Okay,
I
I
thought
was like,
I
wait,
thought I
what?
had senior moments.
And
Jeez.
don't forget, we all know Mercedes Money's coming in too, so...
Money. You gotta say it like a Canadian, buddy. You gotta say money.
That's what I'm trying to do, buddy.
Oh, here you go, buddy, buddy.
Sunglasses
I'm not
off.
you, buddy.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, guys are flirting. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my
Dude,
god, oh
knock
my
it
god.
off. Knock it off.
Shut up, Quadjam.
Hey,
Nobody asked you
Pickle.
your opinion.
I was talking to you, sheep, sir, but I digress. Actually,
Well,
wait, you're up
since-
next.
Well, since Deonna Purrazzo viewed my Instagram story, love her for it, I'm gonna go with Deonna Purrazzo.
Well, for your sake, I hope it happens. Anyways, Quajam.
Look,
Didn't have
look.
your
Let's be
opinion.
honest. Let's be honest here. There has not been any women's wrestler in AEW to able to create an absolute throwback character this perfectly in any wrestling promotion in the past 50 years. Let's be completely honest. The last time we saw an old-timey wrestler was a tag team in the Black and Gold NXT with the Vaudevillains. And they got over like Beethoven. Now fast forward literally 13 years later, and Toni Storm, who many people wrote off, even in Black and Gold NXT, not being able to do some type of character, literally created this character out of nowhere, and I do mean nowhere, off one promo. And I guarantee you, she probably watched a lot of old footage of George W. Bush having the shoe thrown at him by an Arab. But anyway, I digress. And so, Toni Storm is now up at a level of the most over woman that this roster has ever seen since Jamie Hayter, who isn't even a character. Jamie Hayter got over in great ring work, busting her butt in the ring, like the horsewomen did for literally the extent of the late 2000s and early 2010s. Okay, so Deonna Purrazzo still has a lot to prove in AEW, even though she's like a more comfortable Serena Deeb. Okay, more comfortable around the edges, if you know what I'm saying. So I say Toni Storm retains here because to keep up her momentum, because she is the only interesting woman this side of Riho being deported back to Japan.
Ooh.
Hey, knock it off. I like her. Fuck you for that.
Hey.
Oh, I'm sure you do there, Sonny Jim, but that's my pick.
Okay.
Just stop.
Whatever.
Yeah, her in the same vein in the case of wrestling.
All right.
Moving on.
Yeah. Jesse says Toni Storm, and you know what? I've got to as well for now. Here, it'll be a fine match, but she's probably still gonna retain for just a little bit longer.
You've got so many people at ringside. That's the thing.
Yeah. I know, right?
Mariah Berry.
The
Yeah, Mariah Waterslide.
Anyways,
Hey,
yeah.
she's
There's
a
Right,
baddie.
water
She's a
slide.
10.
Look, all right. There's enough.
Dude, she's a 10. Fuck
Look,
you.
there's a bunch of stuff on the horizon, and right now,
Mhm.
quite frankly, Tony Storm needs to retain for that to happen. So I'm going with her.
Yeah, the only thing that's usually on the horizon is Deanna Purrazzo if you look at her from a distance. But anyway,
Eddie
continue.
Versus Eddie
Really?
Kingston versus
Ah.
Bryan Danielson.
Oh,
for
here we
the
go.
Continental Crown Championship, which is just the AEW Continental Championship, the ROH World Championship, and the NJPW Strong Openweight Championship. And if Danielson loses, he has to shake Kingston's hand.
Yep.
So
He's a bum.
So on the road to Bryan Danielson's last full-time year, if you give or take a moment here, it puts him in the path of Eddie Kingston, who won, the Continental Classic and got all of that. There's no story for the thing here, but we know what these two are going to do. I don't even think I need to add much. So, you're on, Heathy. He's thinking.
Very good. You established your thinking sound. Very good.
No, that's the sound of my butt going in the air as I wiggle because I'm really excited for this match.
How the hell did you not get a job at the BBC doing narration? Honestly.
Because it's not a big match. Anyway, this match. I'm very excited for this match. Kingston's really hidden his stride as a performer. He knows how to slap people and he knows how to cut nonchalant promos, I guess. But I'm a fan of him. And Daniel Bryan, I like his gimmick of like beating up homeless people when laughing at them. I can relate. I regularly go down my street looking to kick hobos in the gut until they puke blood.
Oh my god. Jesus.
Or do like Ricky Gervais, give them a $20 bill that asks for your change. That's an extra joke, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Continue.
So anyway, matches for the title, and of course, I believe there is a handshake involved if Kingston wins. And you know what? I know Daniel Bryan is working in this weird sort of area where he's a heel, but he's not a heel. Like he's a heel. He's like Drew McIntyre. He's a heel, but he's not saying anything people aren't thinking. I think they go across that line. They pass the event horizon. They have Kingston win. It looks like he's going to give him a handshake, kick him in the nuts, BCC jump him, and they kind of further that storyline. So I'm going to go with Kingston to win and retain.
Wait, who was your pick?
Eddie Kingston.
All right, guys.
Kingston.
Sorry, I zoned out there for a moment there. Sorry. I'm trying
Now
to
that's like me with WWE stuff. Jesus Christ.
Hey, I'm trying to run through the last season of Charm, and I'm on disc 3.
Oh,
season
God,
8.
not Charmed again.
Just, if you'd stop
I'm
complaining
gonna kill
about
myself.
Hey, if you
Jesus.
both would stop with every dang thing here, after everything, it's like
Okay.
everything I say.
Moving on.
Okay, Sheepster, you're next.
Okay, moving on. The Mad King Eddie Kingston from Yonkers, New York, dude.
All right, Jam.
So obviously the Mad King, and one guy you cannot tag on Instagram because he doesn't want you to. So
I wonder why that is.
I'm still trying to figure out what pokes on Facebook were all about. Okay, so let's not keep going with the touching people semantics of social media. But I digress.
I know, and I can't believe you just admitted to that on live.
Okay, was that Heathy? Was that sound of what happens when your Cockney accent gets stuck in place? No? Okay. Anyway, I honestly think this is a humbling match. We don't have very many humbling matches in AEW. You know what I mean? We don't have humbling matches where both guys are looking for, a credit for credit for being giving props. Giving more props than Kanye West /3 love interest. But I digress. I definitely think this is going to be a knockdown. This is going to be a lesser beefy boy match, which I've given my definition on many times in the past. So I think Kingston's going to win here, but Bryan is really going to give him a run for his money.
I agree.
Yeah.
And,
and also, can I just add something? Since I just thought of it, they are 1-1 in matches. Too,
rubber match.
Shit.
Yeah,
Jesse
exactly.
Forgot to
so
put that one down. Jesse forgot to put down Kingston Danielson. My goodness. Oh, I see
pick
legs.
for him. Lazy bastard goes.
Why am I looking at knees right now?
I see legs. What the hell? Ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies and
Oh
gentlemen,
my God.
His lower
I
body.
never thought I would ever see Heath.
ladies and gentlemen, the role of the lower half of Coffee's body will be played by Aura.
Oh, that's enough.
That's Heath, you dumbass.
That was so good. That was a good joke.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna assume
Keep telling
he says
yourself
Kingston
that.
unless he says otherwise.
Well, he's the one
and
shaking the Woo energy drinks right now.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Eddie Kingston on this one, honestly.
Mad King.
And there's not much else to say, so let's keep going. It's Will Ospreay versus Konosuke Takeshita. Do I even need to say anything more? Hey, stop it.
No.
Yes.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down.
Damn you. Don't
I will
even.
love you to the end of days. So
Dude, knock it off, please.
never
How can
gonna
you even
give
still
you up.
function like
I'm never
this?
gonna let you down.
Hey, Chief, sir.
It's called having pissed off energy. Okay, calm down.
That does not how feel pissed off energy. That does not sound like it at all.
Grab the new
You
energy
are
drink. Pissed off energy.
Enough.
I was just about to say that.
I know.
Both of you, enough. Okay,
No.
Ospreay, Takeshita. Do I even need to say anything more? There's not even going to need to be a story. Here's your one freebie Forbidden Door dream match. Not really, because Ospreay signed AEW now, so yeah. And this is where it all starts, I suppose. So, yeah, look, we know what these two are going to do. I can't wait to see it. You can't wait to see it. The panel can't wait to see it. Let's run them down. So, starting with you, Heaty.
This match makes me hard. I'm very excited.
Me too, my Heath Car looking man.
Wow, I didn't think I was gonna hear you say that.
But yeah, I'm very excited for this match. Will Ospreay
I
versus
can tell.
Takeshita. It's not really, there's not really much storyline besides Don Callis going, "Hey, these are two of my guys. They wrestle really well. Enjoy." So Don Callis basically playing the face in all this, which is weird, especially with that god awful theme music. But anyway, we'll move on from that. You've got to give Ospreay the win. It's his debut match. Takeshita's, I think he's one of them guys. He reminds me of the Sami Zayn or Ziggler. Amazing performer, but you can have him lose and it won't hurt him as much because he's got that it factor. He can take a loss after loss and one when he's back where he needs to be. So I think you have to give Ospreay the win, catapult his career in the right direction. Because hint, I want Ospreay to be challenging for the world title in England in August.
I see.
That would be cool. That would be very cool. I will say that.
All right, Sheepster.
So I'll go Bill and Goat Willie Ospreay.
And
The fucker is put in the goddamn work, and I cried during his last match when he put over the War Dogs.
And now
I cried. I'm not gonna. I will
you
admit
already
that.
said that. Here, we got it. And now, now it's Kwai-Jam's turn.
Look, it's a bit of a travesty when you really think about all the New Japan guys that have come over to America because the yen is so weak in the country of Japan. Need I count down the talents that have come over because of the yen being so weak? Kenta, Taiji Ishimori, potentially Okada, Goto. So many Japanese wrestlers have come to America. Nakamura being the first of all of them in WWE, and he's been literally on vacation the whole time. But I digress. This is probably the first real dream match we are seeing in AEW out of 5 years. And how many people disagree with me going, what about Danielson and Kenny Omega? And no, you've seen what those men can do. Nobody in America has even scratched the surface of how important Takeshita is, even though people like to use his last name as the easiest dispensable joke they can think of. This man, Takeshita, is going to be a generationally important wrestler, as much as Okada, as much as Tanahashi, as much as Naito, and he's never gotten that credit. You know what I mean? I think Takeshita is going to literally be, if there was a Three Musketeers in DDT Pro, he would literally be in the Naito or the Okada of DDT Pro. Let's be completely honest. And then, of course, Takeshita. If they did a Three Musketeers and DDT Pro from over the years, he would be one of the three because this man, we've seen him, we've only scratched the surface of how good this kid is. We watched him in the ring. He's even wrestled Kenny Omega and looked amazing And name me a wrestler who can do a top rope blue thunder bomb. Not many people you can think of. And then you're putting him into the ring with the guy who was Mr. 5 Stars of 2023 and Will Bruv Ospreay. Okay? The man literally is the tent bearer for New Japan once Nakamura left. Okay? He literally took over. As much as he took over for Kenny Omega. He is literally the backup alpha. So, yeah. So, this match, I don't think people appreciate the gravity here. They don't appreciate the gravity because they've never seen a literal, generationally important dream match of two major Japanese promotions, and the men who are holding those promotions up with their very strong back like Atlas, coming together to give us a literal first star, 5-star, 6, 7, Meltzer 14-star match of 2024 in this match. Okay. And I'm going to take the smart choice. Will Ospreay is not losing his first match on AEW ring. So Will Ospreay, but with one heck of an amazing, crazy match that the AEW crowd is probably going to be doing a standing applause. Literally every move that is done by both talents.
Yeah, Jesse says Ospreay, and I'm going with Ospreay as well. It's very obvious. It's his first main proper AEW match as a talent signed to the brand, and you don't want to have him lose in his first.
Well, that AEW audience is going to be seeing stuff that they've never seen before with Ospreay, because Ospreay's held a lot back in his few little sporadic TV matches, and of course, the only time that crowd saw the real Ospreay was, of course, with OC that stole Revolution 2021. Mm-hmm. So there you go.
Yeah, Ospreay for the win. You don't have to do his shtick, you know. Alright, Christian Cage versus Daniel Garcia for the AEW TNT Championship. Yeah, after the mess and poor Adam Copeland getting after having that happen on pay-per-view, now Daniel Garcia wants a whiff of that action as well. And what more can I really say? I'm expecting shenanigans from Dummy Dinosaur, Dick Wayne, and Dick Wayne's mom. So who knows what's even going to happen at this point. If anyone's even going to be in his corner to save his ass or what. Alright, Healy. You know what to do.
I've got a lot I want to say about this particular match, and I'd like to kick it off with a quote, if that's okay.
Go for it.
Abraham Lincoln once said, "If you are a racist, I will attack you with..."
Oh, no.
What if he's a vampire hunter?
Jake, keep going on the
Good
quote.
one. I like that.
Anyway, yeah. So saying that, the reason I say this for
What was the full quote? You dropped out there for a moment.
It was Abraham Lincoln once said, "If you are a racist, I will attack you with the North." What match are we protecting now?
It's Cage versus.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, the ghost of John's Wilk Booth knocked your internet connection off for that 1 second.
Yeah, Christian Cage versus Daniel Garcia.
6 separate Tyrannus!
Continue.
So, the reason I say that is because Brian Cage is a massive racist, so I want Daniel Garcia to win here.
Okay. We meant Christian Cage, but okay.
Okay. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I want Christian to win then. I thought it was Brian Cage. My bad.
No, we'll get to him later on.
Bruh.
We'll get to him later.
Mistake, ladies and gentlemen.
Both of you. Okay,
Fuck
Sheepster,
you.
now it's your turn. Hey, that passive-aggressive shit you do with Jesse's not gonna work with me. Now just say who you think's gonna win.
Daniel Garcia! Bring those hips.
Now go.
Okay, just
Jam.
don't.
I didn't actually do the dance. I just made the noise.
I just make the noise. Quiet Jam, go. For once in your life, make me shut up.
Okay. I can't. We've seen, and this has infuriated both of you almost obnoxiously about how Christian has always come back and won the match. With
like
lots
Cage.
of
Fuck
brilliant.
you.
I know, but especially Coffee here. He's been really super nuclear gravitationally irked at Christian. And I think this is the mark of an absolute genius. Okay, you know how many people this is aggravating a lot of wrestling fans because he always gets away with it. He always gets away with it. I think in this situation with Daniel Garcia coming up so strong later in his AEW run rather than early in his AEW run, is when he came in, he was Red Death. He had a character. He was a great technical wrestler. That was his thing. And then he went through all the ebbs and flows of the factions he's been in, trying to find an identity, trying to find something. And he finally found it. He finally got Stella got his groove back. He finally got a groove back, you know? He got it now. So I think honestly, this is Daniel Garcia's moment. Pull the trigger on him now. Don't let Christian get away at the behest of another guy who's coming up strong and laugh his way all the way to 1, 2, 3. I say give it to Daniel Garcia this time. Christian's already strong enough that he doesn't need the TNT title. He's got a dinosaur and a thin kid and a woman looking like Delta Burke. So, you know what? He's got a family. He's got the patriarchy. I see Daniel Garcia wins his first title. Finally.
Sure. Why not, actually? And
So you're agreeing with me on this, Quad Jam?
What? Yeah, Daniel Garcia should win it.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, of course.
He's the only guy to come along that I don't think Christian could outsmart. I don't think Christian can outsmart this kid. And it's time to pull the trigger on Daniel Garcia. If you want to keep this kid signed, give him a title run, please. And then Christian chases back after him for a rematch. And then, everything's back to being MJF.
Yeah. And I just realized, by the way, Daniel Garcia is only a year. Daniel Garcia is only a year.
It took the kid a year to find his identity. He went through 2 factions in the process.
Let me
2.
Speak. No,
Two? Wait, 2?
Hey,
Daniel Garcia.
Hey. I wasn't finished.
No, what 2 factions?
Both of you.
JAS
Oh my
and what?
God.
He was part.
Hello.
What?
Okay, fine. What do you want?
Why do you have to say it like that? Why do you
Just
have to...
go.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, no, look. I just realized, and I looked it up. Turns out Daniel Garcia is only a year younger than I am. Yeah.
Well, time to get the time machine and go back a year.
Shut up.
No. What have you done with your life? I mean, what?
Both of you stop it, please. You know what? I'm going with Daniel Garcia on this one.
Good. Hello?
Oh, I'm here. I just keep getting things happening.
Gotta move along the podcast cue cards.
Stop it. Just stop it. Okay. Daniel Garcia, enough of your shenanigans. There's only 2 matches left. And I told you, stop doing his shtick. If I have to tell you one more fucking time, man, we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, we're gonna have a problem.
Dude, stop taking this shit like a fucking joke. Seriously, stop taking this shit like a fucking joke, man. I'm trying to start this month on a higher note, and you're not helping right now.
Fine.
God, don't do it like that, okay? Jesus Christ, listen to yourself.
You listen to yourself.
Hey, you need to fucking listen to yourself for a damn change.
Fight.
Stop
Quajam, shut up. You're not helping anything, so fuck off and let's go.
You don't help either, Sheepster. I'm just saying with this here. When you keep doing this, when I tell you to stop.
Penis, let's go.
Seriously, this is what I fucking mean, man.
Jesse told me to say it.
No, oh, please. Please. FTR versus the Dax Harwood, Cash Wheeler versus the Blackpool Combat Club, John Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli. There's no fucking story. I don't care. I don't have Petey here. He had to go attack the North, so go first, Sheepster.
I don't remember what I said, actually. Hold on.
You don't even remember. So this is your problem.
FTR. 7-star FTR.
Thank you. Alright, Quajam.
Fuck the revival.
Huh?
Quajam, it's your turn.
Oh, really? Oh, boy.
Yes.
That's lovely of you to give me the right of way there, my chair-sitting friend. Anyway,
How this works.
this is another one of those, like, we just put this together to see what would happen kind of things. And Tony Khan averages one of these, like, every other pay-per-view, I'm going to say. You know what I mean? It was, remember FTR and the House of Black? Need I remind you of that? How that was, like, shambled together?
Don't.
I won't. So, I mean, this is going to be the rubber match. Either side have a win. FTR has one. BCC have one. And these two pair of gentlemen give us a great lesser beefy boy match. It's always fun. It's always a lot of suplexes. It's always a lot of clotheslines. There's always a lot of rear naked chokes. It's a lot of people eating ham and beans and praying to goodness gracious that it doesn't smell like the back of a bathroom. But still, I'm going to say that the rubber match win will go to FTR.
Let's see. Yeah, between this, I'm going with FTR on this one.
Yeah, see, there we go.
There's not much else really to say. And since he's still attacking the North, we'll have to keep things moving along. Because SmackDown's going to
What is he attacking the North of?
I don't know. Okay, last one.
Got him.
It's an all-star scramble match, and the winner will get a future AEW World Championship match. Chris Jericho versus Wardlow versus Powerhouse Hobbs versus Lance Archer versus Hook versus Brian Cage versus Magnus versus Dante Martin. Oh, and I forgot to mention... let's see. Hold on. I forgot to read some of Jesse's other picks. Let's see. He said Christian... I think
Wow,
he said
you forgot your
Christian Cage.
boyfriends. Wow.
Dude, can you shut up and stop being a piece of shit right now? I keep telling you this, and you're not fucking listening to me. God, why do you deliberately not?
The girl said she didn't want me. That's okay. I mean,
Dude,
stay.
Hey! Just stop and just be normal.
Stop and just breathe
Normal?
with the switchblade.
Okay, where is it? I even forgot to read the rest of this. Okay, yeah. I think Jesse said Cage as well. Yeah, Christian Cage. And he also said the Blackpool Combat Club. And now we have to deal with this scramble match. This was originally supposed to be a big ol' fucking Meat Madness ladder match.
It's meaty madness.
But that ended up not happening because I'm guessing more people that Tony Khan wanted to feature were injured. So, the three men that were scheduled for that match, Lance Archer, Wardlow, and Powerhouse Hobbs, they're in here by now. And so is Jericho and Hook and Brian Cage or whatever, and the other two. The other two are actually decided by qualifying matches on Rampage, but it doesn't matter right now. And what's going to happen? I don't know. But you can go first, Sheepster.
I had a headache with this one because I didn't really know what and but I said oh, I didn't answer that one. Well, I think Chris Jericho. I don't give a fuck. I don't know.
Alright, and now it's Quijam's turn.
This is just a really confusing scenario they paint for us here. It's like, oh, the guys aren't available, but they do look available when it comes to promoing in the ring. Need I talk about that with Powerhouse? Why? This makes no sense. And this is just a throw
match before Dynamite.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like, okay, is this true or is it just people want to, enjoy a second helping at the craft service table? I don't know. It's just confusing.
Yeah.
I'm about to pick Eric Trump as the winner of this match because I don't know what's going on here. I go to a wrestling match, Dad. Oh, I don't know your name, you big upper tooth guy. But oh God, for argument's sake, Brian Cage, because he just seems like a guy who could definitely get just a title shot to main event, a future Dynamite or Collision or what have you, just to get this out of the way so we can focus on real things.
Let's see. I see. Yeah, Jesse says Chris Jericho. And as for me,
I hate that I'm muttering his name, but yes.
I don't fucking know, honestly. Like, who do I pick? I mean, I don't really want to see Jericho in another title match, to be honest.
It's a bathroom match.
Just coffee. Pick your nose and pray to God you don't hit oil. Okay?
Shut up here for a moment. Okay,
that was actually pretty funny.
Let me at least try and figure this shit out, okay? Let's see. I don't want to see Jericho in another title match, so no. Hobbs, I don't know if they're really going to do it yet, so nope. Lance Archer, nope. Hook, nope, too soon. Brian Cage, stuck. And then Magnus and Martin, nope. I mean, Well, fuck, is Wardlow even gonna potentially get there sooner? I don't.
I would rather have Wardlow's bad haircut in that ring than him. Okay, have the hair in the middle of the
You know
ring
what?
for no apparent reason.
I'm gonna go with Brian Cage on this one. Honestly, there's just I can't see anything else working at
Oh
this
no,
point.
I think I said Hobbs. Never mind. Oh
It
my
doesn't
God, I'm
even
dumb.
matter, basically. This is a nothing burger. Let's just wrap this up. So, that's it. That is Revolution. And there's another stacked one, not as stacked as some other ones, unless TK pulls some shit between now and Sunday, but we'll see. Thank everyone for being here as always. Still not learning how to knock this shit off, but whatever. I can't even. Well, before we go, the big one, people. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. 5 weeks. Mania. Stand and deliver. The epic big double predictions. Oh boy. This is going to be a big old juicy one for the win. Oh, and the day before that, we should have the WWE Hall of Fame podcast, assuming they actually start announcing people. I mean, what? We're about, like I said, 5 weeks away from Mania, and they haven't announced anything.
The way, I'll be completely honest, the way that the WWE Hall of Fame this year probably will go with inductees, and given the situation in that company right now, would it be very weird that they just induct every decade of VKM that they haven't taken out of a product as a freaking inductee?
My stomach just
I'm
turned
Sergeant
a
Slaughter,
little
and
bit,
I'm here to
honest.
I'm Sergeant Slaughter, and I'm here to induct the 2000 to 2010 VKM to the WWE Hall of Fame.
Oh God. But yeah, we will be back then, and oh, good grief, I don't know if I'm ready for this. But with that, just take care of yourselves and each other. Thanks for watching, and 5 weeks, 5 weeks, we will end Roman's reign. I hope. Well, technically it'll be from the 3rd. It'll be 5 weeks then. But you know what? That's not here or now. Just be ready. I hope to God.
Oh, I'm ready.
Enough shit. Of course you are. When are you
I'm
not
ready
at this point?
I'm ready to take that chili pepper necklace from him and put it back into the Chili's appetizer bowl that it came out of.
And with that, take care of yourselves and each other. Thanks for watching, and good night, everybody. See you all in about 5 weeks.
Invest in cryptocurrency.